Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Train Man, and we are with the... well, it's the Trilander payload, or the Trilander thing, but it's called... oh, wait, no. Renamed vessel. It's currently called the Victory Lander. Well, we're going to be bringing this thing down hard. Also, we are in version... what is it? 0.23.5? So we have... where is it? This guy to deal with. He is actually going to be... he is on an intercept... hold on. Hide this. Sorry. He's on an intercept course with Kerbin. He'll be coming down, intersecting us right about there. So we'll see what to do with him at that point. But in the meantime, we're going to be... well, not dealing with him. He's one of the reasons why I wish I had Kerbal Alarm Clock. Hold on. Landers. Right, this is us. Now, all we need to do, bring our periapsis in the atmosphere, and we will be all done with this ship. Oh. Wrong time warp. Huh. What's the difference? I know MET is mission elapsed time. Oh, universe time. Makes sense. Alright. So let's get this periapsis down underneath the atmosphere, and we're going to watch this thing burn up as it comes in. And then we're going to start working on the Jool ship. I believe that's what comes next. Right now I couldn't really care less about what's going on at the space station. There's nothing interesting happening there just yet. Now it's going to be important to me once I'm sure a lot of things are going to become more important once we get once we actually get costs of things in. Like, I would never... there is a possibility of recovering this. Again, I could send a ship up, dock with it, but because we don't care about how much something costs, it doesn't really matter. Oh no, I didn't mean to hit that. I'm trying to manage this all with one hand and it's not going well. Alt forwards. Bring that down to around 20. I'll watch this thing slam into the ground. Alright. Good job. We are now on an impact course with the planet Kerbin. Does that return safely for Mike? Yeah, it is. Alright. So we're gonna come down hard. See how this thing tumbles. I actually spent about 8 years of in-game time, not on the save file, of course, just observing asteroids, just seeing what their kind of patterns were, and I noticed that the path that asteroid is going to take is a very long stretch over where we are. As in, it's spending a lot of its time in Kerbin's SOI, and normally that means that it's going to be heavily influenced by our gravity field. So I'll check back on it. I'll show you guys what we're going to be looking at once I'm done with this spacecraft here. Now we're going in for this crashy crash. Going in for the crash. I don't know why I bothered clicking on that. I'm not even going to control it. I'm not touching any buttons. I'm just looking around, waiting for the re-entry effects to show up. And we're tilting forwards. At what point are those solar panels going to break off? Alright, it switched us to surface mode. Are we officially captured yet? No, our apoapsis is still way up there. Oh, and of course we're going to go down on the dark side. Because, great. Turn the lights on. Oh, there's some light for you. On however many parts this is. How many parts is this? Total part count 138. I figured it'd be more than that. I don't know why. But lighting up on 138 parts. How are the solar panels still intact? Shouldn't they have blown off by now? Come on, break off, solar panels. Do it. Man, that looks beautiful. Oh, there they go. Shoo, off into the distance. Let's hit 9 to expand and blow up some other ones. Boom! There goes one more. Come on, other ones go. Yeah, there you go. That looks so cool. I'll be honest, that looks fantastic. Of course, if this was Deadly Re-entry, this would be even more spectacular. Speaking of which, we will be getting out of the mod pack sometime soon. I want to wrap up what's going on in this world, and then once all the mods update for 0.24, then we'll move over to the mod pack. Feed the Kraken, as it were. 17,000, and I believe we're over water now. No, we're not. Not the first time I've done that. Was that last episode that I did? I think we're over water and we were not over water? Or, that might have been at school. I keep a copy of Feed the Kraken on my flash drive, so I can play whenever I have a free period at school and we have computers around. Or if I've brought my own. Depends on the day, depends on the circumstances. I have no idea where the ground is. I wish we had some frontward facing lights. That looks like the ground. I wonder if it'll be friends with me. Hello, ground. It's gonna scare the crap out of us. I'm leaning in to see. With FAR and Deadly Re-entry, this would have been a much different homecoming. If any bit of the spacecraft survived, I would have been pretty surprised using FAR. Or, sorry, Deadly Re-entry. Oh, there's the ground. Whatever I'm attached to survived. The docking port. Sweet. Alright, so what else survived? We've got a landing leg, the docking port, or no, another landing leg, mystery goo container, the docking port. 4 things survived. Hey, that was kind of fun. Alright, back to the Space Center. Technically the ship wasn't even destroyed. Oh no, it's going to keep showing up, isn't it? I should have redesignated a piece of debris before we hit the ground. Watch, it's going to be sitting on the surface of Kerbin. Yep, there it is. Let's recover it, just so we don't have to keep seeing it. Alright. Now, we've got one space object that's on an intercept course with us. What about... Class E, Class C, Class E, Class B, Class C. Let's check out this Class B. Oh, that's coming in pretty low. I like the Class B. We can go get that one. Alright, speaking of which, let's back out. Go to the science lab and see if we have any of these gigantic parts yet. See if there's any... Research. Research. Didn't we already own that? Research. So apparently that comes in there. In here we get the... We'll take a look at that when we get in the VAB. Mainsail, which we so painstakingly went and got. And now in here we have the giant engine, the massive decoupler, this engine cluster thing, really big fuel tank, really big fuel tank, really big fuel tank, and an adapter. Anything else? Oh, in here. Launch escape system. Alright. That could be cool to add. This is new also. Ooh. We could actually go after an asteroid right now. Now let's dedicate some of our time to building this Jool thingy. We need to build the best launch thing ever. First of all, we're going to build a tiny probe that we can repurpose for many things. So for this, we're going to want Oscar B fuel tanks. And underneath the Oscar B fuel tanks, we're going to want tiny engines. Here we are. No idea how long that thing will run for. But we want an octagonal strut, a probe body. Where's the flat probe body? Do we own it yet? Oh, wait. No, we only have the Staputniks. Well, that's not good. Oh, wait, no, we have the, Octo. It's a little bit top-heavy. Alright, but we're gonna strap all sorts of scientific equipment to this. Or use this. No. Alright. Why can't I put these on here? What are you, a man or a mouse? Alright. That should do. Let's throw a parachute on this. This is going to be our multi-purpose one, and then we can take stuff off when we don't need it. This is for lathe, basically. Because it's the only one with an atmosphere, and the only one I really need to land on. Mystery Go is too big. We can get a barometer, gravioli detector. Gravioli detector. Thermometer. That thing. And a barometer. Alright, there's our multi-purpose. There's our lathe lander. Our infinitesimal lathe lander. ULML. Ultra Low Mass Lander. ULML 1 Bunsen. First thing that came to mind, let's save it. Alright, but we need to actually think about the ship that's going to be carrying these and exactly what it's going to be doing. No. Ground Explorer. Load. We're not going to be taking people out of Jool. Well, we could. Really nothing wrong with that. I mean, they aren't going to die. We don't have those mods here. We don't have any mods here. We're going to need these super heavy launch systems. Alright, so we have this enormous tank. God, this thing is massive. This is gonna make Zisto very happy. I can tell. Alright, we need to make our actual buster, though. So let's figure this out. Alright, so let's bring this thing just for kicks. Or maybe we can do something a little bit more standard. Jumbo 64. So we can have all sorts of payload. Again, this is the only thing that's going to be attached to this rocket. And let's get one of the quad couplers. So we know how awesome these have been. Get the rocket motors. Those guys. Alright, and we're gonna want another quad coupler. Upside down, underneath these things. Actually, we do want the... what do you call them? These guys. Stack separators. Oh wait, no, wrong ones. These guys. Alright, so we have our engine cluster there. And underneath it, let's grab the fuel tank, lift it up. Underneath it, we're going to want one of these massive adapters. Because adapters are cool. And underneath that, we're going to build our supermassive rocket to get this thing into space. Whoa, what is this? It's pretty big. How big are these? Oh, that's pretty big as well. These are the ones that say NASA on the side of them, don't they? No? Yeah? No. No. Oh, wait, because you can get the NASA flag and then it's your flag on the side. Okay. It's time to be recovered. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Alright. So, let's slap a couple of these. Slap at a base! Massive fuel tank down here. Can this get one of those into orbit? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Do these things have a gimbal? Gimbaling range. Gimbaling range. Gimbal. These are actually better for the gimbally. For the gimbally. Let's make this thing really tall. Let's move that up. Slap another one of these under there. Put that on it. Let's get our big guy, the hydraulic detachment manifold. Alright, where is it? Sorry, it's in structural. Never actually used these for anything before. This is awesome, I'll be honest. Look at these things. I mean, I've been, again, playing the mod pack, and there are things like this in there, I know. Because, whatchamacall it? I don't remember what it's called now. What's that mod with the giant thing? Oh, KW. KW Rocketry has enormous things like this. What am I... Oh, I don't have the big giant nose cones, do I? No, I don't. Okay, well, let's put these on there. And put these on top of those. Why do you know? What is wrong with you? I don't understand why these things won't go on top of those things. Somebody needs to figure this out. Alright, let's get the nose cones and put them on those. This is weird looking. Alright. We need some launch... We need like a bigger launch clamps now. Bigger fin... We need to scale up everything. Seriously, we do. We don't actually have a, we're gonna need a... Do we have a like, senior docking port thing? Clampatron docking port, Clampatron senior docking port. Alright, well, actually, we don't really need that just yet. In fact, what we need... I want to put some nacelles on this thing. So let's get these. And we're gonna have the... the controller actually be on the nacelles. Or no, wait, what can we throw on here? To make... Just basically to make it more legit. To make these sides more legit. We can put on battery... No, wait, those aren't the big ones. Put on parachutes? I don't think we'll be bringing this down to anywhere. I just thought of something. I just had an idea. Alright, so here's my idea. We're gonna build two ships that aren't identical. But... Oh, come on. That aren't identical, but weigh the same. And on those ships, we're gonna dock those ships to these sides here, using the inline docking ports here. It's not tweakable. You can't have that open at the beginning. That's a shame. I was gonna test it. No, that's actually not too smart. Okay, what if I have kind of the smaller landers like okay, yeah, that's actually a good idea. What if I used stuff from the Minmus Trilander payload to do this? That's not a bad idea. We're gonna want some RCS tanks, but we might not want to fill it up all the way. Where's our giant RCS tank? It's over here. I'm gonna only put 150 units of monoprop in there. And I'm gonna put these things on here instead. Now we're gonna stick... Where is it? This on top of that. And on top of that, we're gonna put... Where's our Octo? Oh wait, no. I might crash this thing into Jool when I'm done. Or actually, it would probably be prudent to bring it back. I do want to have something that I'll send into Jool's atmosphere, but let's slap a docking port on top of this, and we'll build that one later, because I want to kind of put wings on that. I might want to put wings on that. Now, there's a reasoning for that. The reason I want to put wings on the thing is because I want it to go into Jool's atmosphere deep enough to use this, but I want it to get out. And so, what might be a good idea... I mean, I might not necessarily need wings. So, suck it, Red Bull. No, but while I might not necessarily need wing... You know what? We can put 2 science juniors or something. We're gonna have to modify those... small landers. Hold on. No. We're gonna need more than 4 of them, actually. Let's go for 6 of them. And that's gonna be a pain to dock them all. Alright, we're gonna need RCS jets on this as well. Now we're gonna have our assortment of landers, and they're all hopefully gonna weigh the same. And if they don't, we're gonna be in some trouble. But they're all hopefully gonna weigh the same. You know what, I'm gonna toss some reaction wheels on this, actually. Because I feel like that'd be a good decision. We're gonna need battery banks. Battery packs. And we're also gonna need some solar arrays. Well, we're gonna want some basic ones first, just in case I forget to open the solar panels. That'd be silly, but it's been done. And we're gonna want the... We don't have the Gigantor XL solar arrays, do we? No, we don't. That's a shame. I liked those. That's done. What am I forgetting? We don't really need a launch escape system now, do we? I feel like I'm most definitely forgetting something. Alright, I need a transmitter. There. Now we can transmit this home, just in case something goes wrong. So we have RCS, we have power. We're not going to need one of these, unfortunately. The claw! Whoops, I grabbed one by accident. I am going to stick a docking port on top of it. Oh wait, no I can't now. Because I put that antenna on there. Okay, well that's that. Oh, let's map these things to the action group. 9, as usual. Toggle panels. Toggle panels. This is going to be the JB 1. Romo. Staying away from acronyms that I don't like. Alright, let's see if we can't get this thing up, and away. And into orbit. Alright, save. Launch. Take this thing out to the launch pad and see how well it performs. For all I know, it might be too heavy and might not go anywhere. But we're gonna figure that out. That is one of our goals today. Oops, sorry, squeaky chair. Oh. That only connects to one of the... Hold on. For the vehicle assembly. We gotta strut this up a little bit more because of the way those couplers work. Hold on. Damn it. You know what I can do? I can just throw some cubic octagonal struts. I used to do this all the time when my rockets were falling apart. That might work. Let's see if that's truth or a lie. Of course, we're going in. That sort of works. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so all that stuff I learned about you don't need to put as many struts isn't necessarily true. So let's put some more struts. Struts, 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 struts. Oh, that's better. Struts. This is gonna be a little bit awkward to do. Did I? Yep, I did. This thing should be on 3, and those are on 4. Yeah, like that. Also, let's add 4 more. Wait, no, we can't. Pop. Oh, wait, that's 3, and the other ones are 4, so it's gonna be a little bit awkward. Hey, never mind. Scratch that. These guys will be fine. Let's pop, that thing wobbles. And we're gonna go to maximum throttle. To the moon, Alice! Try and spin this thing around so it's a bit more stable. Got all that fuel going away. I don't think this is going to be enough. Either way, it looks awesome. No, we're drifting sideways again. No, if we can just get this thing to orbit on its own power. If we just get this thing to orbit on its own power, no matter how much fuel we use from this orange tank, we can always bring a ship up there and replenish it. Actually, no, we can't. It would be in an awkward, like, it wouldn't work. Like, our current, we'd have to build a different fuel ship, but we could do it. It'd be doable, it just wouldn't be easy. Is what I'm trying to say here. well, easy is kind of a relative term. $20,000 feet. But we don't have that much fuel left. We are increasing in speed. Oh, I just saw that overheat go up a little bit. In anticipation of dropping these stages, I'm going to start pitching over. Should have put Sepatrons on those, but I didn't. That was a dangerous move. Can tip all the way over. Maybe this thing will make it. That's pretty impressive, I'll be honest. This thing is going to be covered in miniature landers. But we're going to get this thing sitting in orbit, sitting pretty in orbit, and then we're going to go back to our home and work a little bit on the landers and what different things we can put on each of them. The one for... No matter what we do, we have to keep them the same weight. And I don't care if we do that by pulling out fuel or whatever, but we have to keep them the same weight. It doesn't matter. The RCS fuel doesn't matter necessarily because we're going to be docking with this thing and offloading all of our RCS fuel into this ship. That's why I left this mostly empty. Sure, you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm going to leave this stage on here in case we have to do something important, but I'm going to kick out the solar panels and leave this guy in orbit. I'm also going to extend this because it's going to look cool. Extend. Shoot. There we are. Don't have any lights though. Alright, back to the Space Center. And from here we'll go into here, crack open our light lander. I believe we have a sub-assembly that goes with the Minmus Trilander payload. Is it? Nice buster. Minmus Light Lander. But we have to load up something else to attach it to in the meantime. Let's just load up the old Ground Explorer. It's one piece. Alright, let's grab a... No, not the nice... This is actually a tug. I don't know why I wrote buster. Alright, but that looked kind of awkward, doesn't it? With this on top. The lander itself I do still like the look of. Alright, so what else can we put on this? Maybe we should actually just go from the ground up, because this is a central component. This was the first thing I put on there, but that is a central component. And Never mind. We have to load up something and then hit new ship, right? Because the game is weird like that. We're gonna get our base thing. Alright, new. Molto bene. Molto bene. Now we're gonna go with the Scott Manley model. Get 2 science juniors. We're gonna have a Octo. Every time I say that, can't not think of Octodad. Attach this to the top. Give it its hat, as it were. Maybe we should grab one of the structural things, namely this, the girder adapter. That looks weird. I'll be honest, that looks really weird. But can I place these fuel tanks within the side like they were on the other one? I can probably trick this thing into doing it. Alright, so... now what if I get these radial... where are the radial attachment points? They're in structural, right? Or if I tack these things on the side... no, that doesn't work. Radial attachment points. Here we are. These are a little bit bigger than I remember them. What I'm going to do, I'm going to place this on the side here, and I'm going to do that. No, that's too wide. That's too wide. Okay, that works. Kind of forms a T shape. And now let's get... see, I'm undecided whether to have the engines... whether to have the blah 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 blah, the thingies come home or not. We could, but they are all going to have a transmission unit just in case. Well, these things have a really good, well, they have a decent impulse as opposed to these guys. Yeah, alright, let's go with these guys. As we've done before. See if we can get these in closer. We're gonna slap a Communitron on the back here. Point it out. Sort of like that. Oh, wait, no, we just want one. Alright. So. We're gonna put some illuminators on this because we can. We're gonna put some landing legs on this because we need them. No. No. New leg. That was 3. Let's do that on the other side and see if it comes out perfect. we're also going to need the fuel line, so let's zoom in here so we can get these really up close inside. Really? Fine, just do it from the side. Oh wait, we need... Oh, son of a gun. 2 of them. We're gonna need the scientific instruments now. Also, we need parachutes. Well, for lathe, we need parachutes. I'm just gonna equip these things with everything, so that we can just bring 6 of them, and it doesn't matter which one we send where. Although I'm gonna be hard pressed to find a place for this thing. No, it's no good. See if we can make a place to put this thing. Perhaps on the rear here. Out of the way. Either way, let's get a barometer. Because they're helpful. Let's get thermometer. Oh, we're not in angle snap anymore. Right, I turned it off. Barometer, thermometer, thermometer. Find a better place for these parachutes. I mean, who needs those anyways? And an accelerometer. Alright, I think I have an idea on where we can stuff these parachutes. Man, that's an interesting place for parachutes. That is too, but that actually will let me put them there. Alright, so let's see if we can get... It's a weird looking design. And I'm trying not to have 2 of these computing nose cones. I wish I had a stack parachute, or a parachute that I could put stuff on top of. Alright, I might have the beginning of an idea here. We're gonna need a way to come back, bring these things back to Kerbin, or back in the atmosphere at least. We need to figure out a way to attach RCS propellant to this as well. Not necessarily through those, although the smaller ones we might be able to stick here. There, that works. Sort of. No, it doesn't work at all, actually. Using those as a benchmark, it's like squeezing it between 2 things. Because that's precisely what we were doing. Alright, no. No. That will block things. Alright, we need to find a place for this sensor array computing nose cone. How much does it weigh? 0.08. What else weighs 0.08? Oh, we didn't bring any of these. We need to figure out a place for these. Thing's getting wider by the moment. Alright, what if I put these on this instead? We're working with innovative rover design here. Or rover? Maybe we should have a rover. I don't know what we'd bring the rover to. Parachuted a rover onto Lathe. We're certainly not bringing a rover onto Eve. Or Eve? Where are we going again? Certainly not bringing a rover onto Jool. Because you can't. If I could have radial engines instead, if any of these radial engines were as powerful or as efficient. These things are not efficient at all. These things aren't efficient either. Yeah, if any of these radial engines were decently efficient other than this one, which even this one is kind of crap. No, this one's not good. I mean, we know this is plenty of fuel to land on Minmus with. This is more than enough. And to get back into orbit. But will the smaller engines cut it? Because if they do, I can put this on the bottom and put the nose cone on the top. That's not good. We could put 2 sets of 2. Like that, and then like that. That might work. That might work decently, actually. Alright, let's throw this docking port on the bottom then. Turn it upside down. Oh, please. Let me place the docking port. There. I forgot what spot you grabbed it from makes a difference. Hopefully these will be able to fit. It feels like they will. And we'll have to be controlling it from the bottom. Now let's get one of those computing nose cones. That actually looks kind of cool. It's like got shoulder pads. Alright, so what we're actually going to do, we're going to add more parachutes. We're going to have 2 stages of parachutes, and the reason for this is because we're not going to have a Kerbal with us to repack the parachutes, nor do we want to bring a Kerbal out when this thing arrives at... Right. When this thing arrives back at Kerbin. It doesn't need to be done, so we're not going to do it. Let's tack the Senton on the bottom here. There. Oh, no, we only want one! Alright, so we need to figure out the mass of this thing versus the mass of the other thing. Oh, also we need RCS jets. Hold on. That's what's left. That's what I'm missing. 4 RCS jets down here. 2 over here. Two over here. Excellent. 2 of every scientific instrument. Not a lot of RCS fuel. Can we find more places to attach RCS fuel? Because we could use some more. I feel like we could. It's in propulsion. Dummy. Stupid. God, you're so dumb. Click. This looks kind of ridiculous, but I'm gonna put 2 more on there and see how it looks. I'll call this thing Lotus if it looks good. More like Bloatus. I have an idea. Because the docking port's on the bottom, we don't want to accidentally snap off any landing legs. I'll take one of the... Oh, not those. Yeah, here we are. These. Put it on the bottom here. Hold on. Extend these. Just barely. Hey. Perfect. Doesn't look perfect, but it's perfect. Put on, nope, just 2 lights. We only need 2 of them. And we can pull these jets off the side here because now they don't really matter. On the side instead, or with the extra space we've gained by removing these, I'm gonna put batteries. Nestled right in here, next to what fills them. Isn't that just so perfect and lovely? More batteries. How much electric charge does this thing have? Plenty. That's how much it has. We are almost all set. Let me just check the length of these landing legs again to make sure that they are definitely long enough. And we need to map the solar panels to an action group, as we do. Come on, click on the solar panels. Toggle panels. Make sure that is both of them. Good. Now we're going to call this LUM. Light Unmanned Lander. Let's call it 1. And I mentioned the name Lotus before, and I don't think we have anything named Lotus yet, so... Lotus. I know it doesn't really look like it anymore. Why does the Octo have a 7 on it? Are each of the sides have numbers? Nope, they don't. Just that one. Just that one. Alright, we'll see how... Where's the center of mass on this? Just one more thing to check. We have got about a minute of video left on my screen. Center mass is still up there. Huh. How heavy are these? Oh well, we'll figure that out later. We've got all this fuel down here and stuff, so... Next time we'll be doing more testing, and I'll strap 3 of these guys upside down, kicking and screaming to the to the Minmus Trilander payload and bring it up. It'll be the first batch to dock with anything but parts from the NASA mission. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next week. Trainman out.